It's 8:01 in the evening already, and I don't know how it got to be so late. Um, it is the 8th of August 2024. And my alarm went off, and it really sort of took ages for it to register before I woke up. That was my medication alarm, which I've changed to 7 a.m., which, well, it started at 6, then 6:30, then 7. Um, I might put it back to 6:30. I haven't decided. Maybe considering it's 8 o'clock and really doesn't feel that late. Um, I thought Juice was coming in the morning, and then it got to like 8, and I woke up or something, and I remember looking at the clock and being like, oh, he's obviously not coming, because he would have to have like been and gone almost by that point, you know? And I reckon it was not even like 30 seconds later, and I heard the music. And I looked out the curtain, and he was like pulling into the driveway. It turns out he had like a different day, so he was able to stay longer than normal. Um, and last night, Eden had like she actually sent through the spreadsheet. I think I mentioned it, like where I asked her about creating me an empty sort of spreadsheet with just the titles so that I could go back to the beginning of my videos and then start listing them all, like day, date, title, and description. And I couldn't open it on my phone, and she sent me a screenshot. I'm pretty sure it must have been after I made my video. I don't know actually. Clearly haven't seen my video. Anyway, so I wanted to show it to Juice. So I opened it up, and it was a good thing that I did because, well, in saying that, I realized after the fact that Eden had sent me a message explaining what it was that Juice and I figured out this morning. I've got plasters on my fingers, right? Because all my nails are so broken. They are very painful, and there's like a hair stuck to it. I think I got it. I did not get it. Anyway, so Juice, he's so pedantic. He's like me. It was awesome. He's like, has to be bold, has to be centered, has to be this. And he went through and he did it all to make it the way he liked it. And then he was able to like wrap the text or something, because if you watch my videos, you will see that my descriptions can go from anywhere, as in 2 words or 3, I'm going to sleep, perhaps, for an example, to massive novels. And another thing about the spreadsheet is, you probably don't have to watch too many of my videos to notice this, is that a lot of the time the titles and the descriptions don't even always match what's in them. It really does just depend on where I'm at, what I'm doing, the time, tiredness, and a whole lot of factors that come into it. Oh, and I've also just realized in this moment that I don't promote my videos other than sharing them to my website, which is why I opened this channel. And the automatic one that goes through the Discord. I am liking my new thing to like paste at the bottom of my descriptions though, which is, if you subscribe to my channel, if you enjoy watching the content live, like I don't watch anything before I upload any of it, right? It's kind of the point. Full, authentic, open, honest. There is no edits in anything, right? I just don't do it. Mostly I just can't be bothered doing it. I mean, I say that, and then I do own another domain, and I will use it eventually, and that'll actually be like proper real work. But at least now I've realized that they can all be combined. So when it does open, I'll obviously share it. Here, this is what is important to me. Me being me, doing what I do is, yeah, kind of what there's big reasons to why I do this, and not watching before I upload is a part of it. Though I am behind, I will say that. A lot. I have honestly got no idea which ones. I watch random ones depending on comments and stuff, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, so I started going through it. Then I made myself get in the shower and wash my hair. And then I've been humming and hawing whether or not I just go straight to the mechanics and get him to change it to the 24 hours, or if I call him. And I couldn't be fucked going down and then running the risk of him not being near or being flat out. And so I called him and I told him, and he was like, oh yeah, like we had a short conversation, and he's like, it's easy to do, it's a 5-minute job. But he was out, and I was like, couldn't be bothered. And I kept telling myself, I'll go. And it just kept getting later. And in the end I messaged him and I was like, is it better for me to come this afternoon? I think this would have been around lunchtime, maybe 1:30, I think, because I spoke to him on the phone around 11:30, or tomorrow. And he replied with, I'm out, so I'll let you know. But yeah, it got later and later, and I was just like, I'll go tomorrow. And I offered to read anybody's stuff from my friend's uni group. And April was like, I'd love if you were interested in reading the intro to my thesis, just stressing out on a student, this and that. And I was like, absolutely. And so she emailed it through, and I started reading it. Then I got a message from my superannuation company, and it was like, your super is going to be transferred to the taxation department. If you don't want that to happen, call this number. So I immediately checked and Googled to see if it was some kind of a spam, and it wasn't. So I rung, and it was, and there was all these regulations, which is if your super's under a certain amount and hasn't had contributions in a certain amount of time, yada yada yada, then it goes to the taxation department. But I was able to make a contribution, and in doing so, it stopped that from happening. So that was good. I think I'm going to start regular payments to my super, I've decided. And then I started downloading the forms and printing them out for Centrelink for silly taxation and having the ABN number for the support job and whatnot, and filling all of those out. I got partway through them and I was like, I'm confused. And I've made an appointment with my tax accountant. I can't get in until the 28th of this month, so it's phone. But I've emailed him and copied in the links, and I've been like, can you help me? And can we make it Zoom? Or if, can you please put me on a cancellation list? But at least things are getting done. Then I went back to my friend's paper. I was looking at Boss, and I've only just recently finished it, hence I cannot believe it's so late. Man, it's so fucking interesting. I told her, I was like, you are just smashing this. I feel like I've read something out of a proper journal. I was so proud. She has so much to be proud of, eh? So that was fun. And now I'm going to heat me up some leftover dinner and watch an episode of Mum, I think, more than likely. And then I was going through the stuff in my office, trying to find the ABN paperwork, which should be in my filing cabinet, but is not. So I searched everywhere, cannot find it. But I did come across a bunch of stuff that I realized I want to take with me, because again, when it comes to my packing, I'm taking everything that I want that fits, on the premise that even if there's no room in the house or anywhere, and the more I think about it, the more I do want to do up this bus, potentially use that. But we'll see. Haven't been up there, obviously. But what am I saying? The storage is waterproof, weatherproof, this, that, and everything proof. So whether the boxes are outside and on my car, or it's set up in a shed somewhere is irrelevant, you know, like as in it really doesn't matter if it fits, and I want to unpacking it. And I keep finding more and more stuff. But I've got a whole bunch of stuff out in the living room just everywhere, and I'm thinking what I'm going to do is move the clothes hanger that I've got, because everything I'm taking that hangs up is currently hanging on the rack thing, whatever the fuck it's called. One, because I'd already packed it and then took it back out, and then two, because it's easier to keep it there, so then I know that's what I'm taking and I know it all fits. But because I don't know what I'm going to wear between now and then, I'm not packing all the clothes because it's pointless. Just leaving them out, and I'll pack them the night before, because that's the last thing that needs to go in. But I'm saying that I'm going to move that into the back room. Currently the mattress is on the floor in my office, so I need to put all the stuff that's going under the mattress in the back of the car tomorrow and then put that back in. But I'm going to move the clothes out and then bring all the stuff from the living room into here. I'm looking around going, where's the room? But again, move the clothes out, it will make a difference. And my shelf has got crap all over it, so if I moved all that, I could put more stuff in there and figure everything out. But yeah, because of how it is set up on the car, boxes are the easiest thing to pack. And I even said to Juice this morning, I was like, with the artwork, I was like, I'm thinking maybe it should be in the car, like, so when the seats are down, there's like room along sort of between the seats being down and the front seats. And I'm thinking they should go there, and he agrees, because the way they're made and everything and how tight you got to strap everything in, we don't want to risk breaking them. So yeah, that's where I'm at. But right now I need to eat. It's 8:13 in the evening. Yeah. Oh, my hands hurt from holding the damn phone. Alright, if you like my videos and are enjoying coming along for the ride, please subscribe. I'm so close to 500 subscribers. Thank you to everyone who's already subscribed. Good night.